Thank you. You may be seated. Reg, so weer eens welkom aan julle almal en aan al die onderwysers wat hier is. Ek gaan sommer afskop deur vinnig vir julle 'n video te wys wat julle so 'n bietjie deur die skool gaan vat en van die onderwysers wat julle dalk sal onthou. Some of you remember, there are quite a few new ones as well. So look at the video and see who you remember and all the changes that happened throughout the school.
Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Mama, please don't worry about me. 'Cause I'm about to let my heart speak. My friends keep telling me to leave this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Back and forth with the bullshit. I know I said it before, I don't mean it. It's been a while since I had your attention. So it might hurt to hit it. Dreams we had don't ever fall away. We can't leave them if we stay the same. And I can't do this for another day. So let's get down to business. Million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Mama, please don't worry about me. 'Cause I'm about to let my heart speak. My friends keep telling me to leave this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Back and forth with the bullshit. I know I said it before, I don't mean it. It's been a while since I had your attention. So it might hurt to hit it. Dreams we had don't ever fall away. We can't leave them if we stay the same. And I can't do this for another day. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this.
Reg, soos jy kan sien, is al baie nuwe gesigte en dan sal 'n klomp ou hande ook hierso, vir wie ons baie dankbaar is. So, julle is in matriek, mense kan nie dink die tyd het so vinnig verbygegaan nie. Toe julle graad 6 was die eerste jaar wat ek hier gekom het en my eerste klas ook hier gewees. They say it's a funny thing about coming home. Looks the same, smells the same, feels the same, but you'll realize what's changed is you. Hulle sê ook, home sweet home, this is the place to find happiness. If one doesn't find it here, one doesn't find it anywhere. And the thrill of coming home has never changed. School is a big chapter of our life. In the beginning of a book, when you finish this chapter, the final and the best part begins. And that lies ahead for you guys now. Ons kan sê wat ons wil van skool. Hulle sê die beste 2 dae van skool is die eerste dag en die laaste dag. En julle is nou naby aan daai laaste dag. Not all goodbyes are sad. Van die onderwysers sê dit, goodbye class. So dis nie altyd 'n sad ding as ons baie sê nie. Maar julle lê nou voor 'n nuwe paadjie. En daar's 'n sê ding wat sê, you can reinvent yourself as many times as you want. And you are standing in front of that moment again. Everything that has happened in the last couple of years, or the last 12 years, you can change that again. You can change yourself. You can reinvent yourself again. You are going to go on to study or go overseas or whatever you think you're going to do now is you can start all over. Nothing matters anymore. You're going to meet new people. You're going to see new things. So it's a chance for you to just start all over. If you've done everything correctly, great, but it's still a new path that you're on. So you guys can enjoy that. No matter how much you think you hate school, you'll always miss it when you leave. It is exciting om nou te dink, ja, ons is klaar, ons is besig met ons rekordeksamens, die einde is in sig. But when you get to our age, then sometimes you want to go back to school. Jy sal baie gehoor het, as baie groot mense wat sê, I don't want an adult today. Nou, as baie daar wat ek nie wil groot mens wees nie. As jy moet rekeninge betaal, as mens besukkel met goed, is nie altyd lekker nie. So geniet die tyd van jonk wees. You are young only once. I guarantee you're going to get to a stage in your life. I mean, I'm standing here today and I'm thinking, 5 years have gone by. This was my first class, 6 years almost. This was my first class. I can't believe where the last 5 to 6 years have gone. So tyd gaan verskriklik vinnig. So geniet elke oomblik. Wees in die oomblik. Moenie net laat goed verby jou gaan nie. So van die laaste keer wat jy was, het 'n hele klomp goed verander. Soos julle al gesien het, soos julle ingekom het ons die bell of commitment. So the bell, when you enter the schooling in grade 1, you ring the bell, it's enter to learn, and then when you grade 7, the final ceremony is exit to serve. So you go into the community to serve. So that is something new, and you've seen Falky, that is our mascot. He's at all our sport matches and all the events that takes place. Dan sou jy die ou klubhuis al buite sou jy onthou het. Dit was net so enkel gebou met so 'n boom aan die regterkant en in die laaste paar jaar het ons heelwat veranderinge daar gedoen En hy is ontwikkel in 'n pragtige sportsentrum vandag waar julle na die tyd gaan gou vinnige draai maak. There's a cafeteria there at the bottom, and then we have the music department on the one side, and then we have a function center on the other side. That's the inside. As julle vanoggend daar instap, gaan julle van julle foto's daar sien. Daar's klomp sportfoto's en teen die mure op. 'n Pragtige lokaal, regtig. There's some more photos of our first teams. And then we build on to the grade 4s. We have new grade 4 classes. As you entered the school this morning on your left-hand side, you would have seen new classes. That wasn't there when you were here. And there's also a mini Astro in front of that for the grade 1s to 3s. So they can play hockey on a mini Astro. At the bottom there, you'll see we have a library, or the library has changed to a reading center. So they have computers there where we enhance the reading of the learners. Still the same library, just on the one side we have the reading part now. Then small changes that you've seen, but it makes a big difference, is most of our windows have been changed to aluminium windows, the doors, etc., just to make the school more beautiful. The Grade R campus, that's where it all started for many of you. Some changes there as well. Then you would have seen at the whole school, just for the naughty ones, you'll remember the naughty ones from your grade. That was the reason that we put up cameras, because we couldn't catch all of you those days. So we've put up some cameras throughout the whole school so that we can see what you guys are up to. We have a fully functional Falcon Fit gym for the first teams and for PT. So yeah, it's exciting times for us. Mr. Matthew Carr, if you guys are on Facebook and Instagram, go to Falcon Fit. You can follow them there. Very nice facility. Then our foyer has changed quite a bit. We have the Garden of Greatness that the grade 3 started. Wonderful venture there. And then Ms. Rian Gorman in grade 3 also, what she calls the Panorama Wildlife Sanctuary. You guys will remember that. Reg in die hoek onder is daar 'n vlei gewees. Dis mooi gemaak en skoon gemaak, so die kinders gaan sit daar en in die natuur bietjie en rustig. En nou aan die boonste regterkant, so julle sien die 113A rugby kleedkamers is so bietjie verander. We're busy with the hockey cloakrooms as well, and then the netball cloakrooms as well. So we're busy upgrading that, and it will look something like the under 13 rugby one there. So we also have a new full-size Astro that we started using this year, and for it now we can show all our matches to the world outside on live streaming. So if you would like and you have nothing to do on a Saturday and you're on YouTube, go follow our links, and it will look something like this. Let me quickly show you, just so you can get a feel for the Astro. Sorry, the internet's a bit slow today. So as you can see there, 'n lekker groot Astro, regte size, baie lekker, die kinders geniet dit vreeslik. So ons is baie opgewonde daaroor, en ons gaan nou 'n klubhuis daar ook bou, en ons wil graag 'n klubhuis hier agter by die netbalbane bou. So ons is baie opgewonde oor die toekoms. En dan hier aan die linkerkant, dit was die heel onderste veld aan die regterkant gewees. So hy is nou verander in die Astro, en dan reg langsom, want hulle was al cricketnette gewees. Ons wil baie graag daai indoor cricketnette ook maak. So ons is regtig besig onder die leiding van meneer Mostert om vorentoe te beweeg. Jy sou gesien het, is geweldig baie veranderinge. En dan as jy dan nou van rugby hou, ons livestream ook ons rugby. So 'n paar toekomstige supersterre in hierdie span gewees van meneer Frikkele. En ja, het is lekker om te sien, vir die Paul Roos manne, die ouetjie wat hierso skoor, kom na julle toe volgende jaar. So ja, al ons wedstryde word nou gelivestream, so die ouers as gevolg van COVID, nou kan die ouers daarmee wedstryde kyk. So julle sal sien, hierdie mannetjie wat nou die bal kry, hy gaan na julle toe gaan, in Paul Roos. En ja, het is vir ons baie lekker om te weet dat die ouers nou die wedstryde kan kyk ook. En die kwaliteit daar is dan nie so lekker nie, maar dankie aan meneer Eikheid Tongo en sy span altyd wat hierdie vir ons so suksesvol livestream. So ja, julle kan bietjie gaan na ons YouTube channel toe, gaan like dit, gaan kyk bietjie wat ons doen, ons laai klomp video's goed op. Is altyd lekker, is oudskooliere comment op sulke goeie, so dit is vir ons lekker dat oudskooliere na hierdie tipe goed ook kan kyk. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. It's a short time with us, maar ons hoop dat julle dit regtig baie sal geniet. Ons gaan vra dat ons gou weer nog een keer staan en dan sing ons gou die skoollied in Engels en dan gaan ons voort met meneer Mostert se boodskap. So kan ons gou almal weer staan en dan sing ons gou die skoollied. Ons kyk of julle hom kan onthou want julle het in 2016 hom ook nie so hard gesing nie. So kom ons kyk of julle dit nou beter kan doen. Thank you may be seated. Ek dink julle moet daai tyd net agterbly dat ons net gou so 2 keer oefen en dan kan julle weer huis toe gaan. Reg, baie dankie. Ek gaan nou oorgee aan ons skoolhoof meneer Mostert wat vir julle 'n boodskap gaan lewer. Dankie meneer.
Baie dankie meneer Potgieter. Good morning grade 7s. Goeiemôre graad 7s van 2016. Meneer Potgieter, bring nou eintlik so 'n bietjie langs memory lane afgevat. Want die goedjies wat julle gewys het, is presies nou 10 jaar se tydvak gevat om te gebeur. But what a wonderful privilege. I think Mrs. Norkia and Mrs. Lowe and Mrs. Getting and Mrs. Titwe especially can attest that this is the most wonderful educational entity in the Western Cape. Ons vergekom fantastiese mense met wie ons werk. As julle kan sien, daar baie veranderinge plaasgevind. Many changes have happened, but change is a good thing. As jy by 'n instansie is waar daar nooit veranderinge kom nie, nuwe mense kom en die goedjies raak dit, dan stagneer jy. So we're very, very excited about what's lying ahead for our school as an educational entity. But the best of all, we're very excited of the little contribution that we could have made in your tenure at Panorama Primary School. En ek is baie opgewonde oor julle as 'n generasie, and I will reiterate or just extend a bit why I do say so. Right. Right, we live in exciting times, especially you guys. Very challenging but exciting times. Uitdagende maar tog fantastiese, belovende tye wat vir jou voorlê. En ek is besonder opgewonde oor julle wat hier sit. I wasn't so excited about last year's group or the group before that, because you're a unique entity, a unique specimen, and I'll get to that now. Baie opgewonde oor julle. Hoekom? My topic vanoggend is tough as nails. Jy wat hier voor my sit vandag, you're as tough as nails. Afrikaans sê soos taai soos 'n rateltaai. Want jy het goed ondervind wat die normale individue in Suid-Afrika of die wêreld nie ondervind het nie. Ons kom nou daarby. But you're as tough as nails. And what does toughness mean? It is strength and determination. And that is actually the the traits of resilience. And resilience means an ability to recover from or adjust easily to misfortune or change. Dit is wat resilience is, né? 'n Deursettingsvermoë. Jy kan maklik aanpas by, noem dit maar, difficult times, ons noem dit trauma, maar ook deur 'n veranderde wêreld. En nou vir jou sê hoekom jy so great is, why you so tough as nails. En ek dink vir die Suid-Afrikaanse omgewing is dit absoluut fantasties. I just want to put some emphasis on the Chinese bamboo. A Chinese bamboo takes 5 years to germinate. Hy lê vir 5 jaar onder die grond, die saadjie. And then amazing, only 5 weeks to grow to at least, or more or less, 90 feet. As jy vat, gewoonlik 'n saadjie groei vinnig en dan vat 'n jaar om te groei. Maar die Chinese bamboo vat jare om te ontwikkel as 'n saadjie om voor te berei en dan net 5 weke om tot volwassenheid te kom, as mens so kan sê. Right. What does that mean for you guys? You've went through a germination process from the day of your birth, and Panorama Primary School has played a huge contribution in your germination process. And I think I can quantify that you don't get the values instilled in you in high school, nor in a university. That happens in a primary school. Dis hier waar die waardes gefondeer word, en dis hier wat jy voorgeberei word, sodat jou grondslag, your germination process and period actually sets you up for what's happening in future life. Dis waar jou fondasie was by hierdie skool. And what a privilege I have had you in high school. Wat 'n geweldige voorreg was dit vir my en vir hierdie juffrouens en onderwysers van hierdie skool om met jou te kon werk. And that is the product that we have here today. Young adults on the verge of writing the final exam and then going out to the world and then actually exit to serve, with the emphasis on serve. Reg. So daar was 'n baie lang tyd wat jy voorberei is deur die ouerhuis, deur jou skool, primary school, high school, your church, but you've been prepared for what is to come and what has been also. The initial process in progress is very slow and tedious. It took you quite some time to get to Matric. And now you finish, you will go to university and you go to the secular world. Some of us are not so bright, we come back to another 30 years or what in school. Right, maar jy word stadig voorberei vir dit wat voorberei. Growth is a stage specific. You get born, you're a toddler, you go to, jy word 'n tiener, adolescent, jy word 'n volwassene, various stages in your life. But this growth process is not always so easy. That's why I say you're a resilient generation. Tough as nails. Because some challenges have occurred along the line. Some of us experienced many challenges, others less challenges. But the main challenge that occurred 2 years ago, for 2 years now, is a challenge called COVID. And you can just think for yourself how it has impacted you as a person. I will refer to that now. But there's certain adaptations that you need to make and to barriers that you need to get over to be successful in life. Has it not been for the foundation that's been laid effectively at home? Definitely primary school if you attended our school, definitely. Hopefully in your high school that you attended. University, everyone's for himself. But at least you have that foundation to overcome any obstacle, any trauma, any challenge that might be lying ahead for you guys. Right, the foundation must be right. That's why your parents have chosen the very best school for you to attend at primary school level. And hopefully for them and for you, brilliant high schools. Because we've got lovely high schools in the Western Cape, especially in Metropole North. So your foundations is right to set you up for life. We have prepared you for a specific purpose, right? You think that your purpose is to become an accountant one day, or become a doctor one day, or a teacher, whatever you would like to become. But your main purpose is to serve. I think at Panorama Primary, if you can recall, we had that Panorama Pay It Forward drive. We sow so that we can reap as well. Right, that's why it's going brilliantly with our school. What happens with this little bamboo of about 10 to 15 centimeters in diameter? It's so strong that they use it for scaffolding. As ons iets bou, dan kry ons die staalstrukture. In China en Japan en die plekke gebruik hulle bamboes. Want hulle reken is nog sterker as wat staal eintlik is dit. En is baie bekombaar en goedkoop hulle. They make fabric like silk and cashmere from it. They build furniture from this bamboo. They put it as reinforcement from concrete. Hier sit ons staal in ons fondasies. Hulle sit bamboes in die fondasies. They use it for fencing. 35% more oxygen is given off by these Chinese bamboo. So that germination process of 5 years is so vital to make sure that the bamboo can be utilized for so many purposes, not only as a plant. So fortunately for you guys, your germination process in the primary school and the high school, I think that was excellently done. And now you must live your purpose. And that might be whatever you decide it to be. Right. So you're a wonderful generation. You've got all the values, you've got all the essentials within your kit to become a brilliant South African citizen when you go to the secular world. Right, I've talked about COVID that hit us. I always say, had my foundation not been laid so effectively, I might have had a problem to go through this terrible time that we experience and have experienced. Maar as 'n paar goed wat ou dit sterker maak. Right. You have not survived, you have overcome. What do I mean by that? If there's a challenge in one's path, wherever you go to, what you grow to, if you survive, it means that you've taken all the knocks, but you just barely made it through, then you survive. If you overcome, that means the trauma that has hit you, you could take certain stuff from that, learn from that, and become a better person on the other side. If you just think about yourselves, and us in the education profession, suddenly teachers have become IT experts because we were forced into doing online e-learning on many e-learning platforms, Google Classroom and all that, doing PowerPoint presentations, and I think Mrs. Lou can attest to that as well. Het 'n voending geraak met IT omdat ons was geforseer as gevolg van COVID om die challenge te aanvaar, and we did not survive, we overcame. If we were complacent with writing little notes and photostatic to parents, say, you come and fetch it by the gate, please, then we've just survived. But we haven't survived, we overcame, especially with you guys as well. Suddenly, it's alternate days education. I think all of you, your schools, you were on the e-learning platforms as well. Suddenly you had to be more self-disciplined to study at home and do your tasks and so forth. And here you're sitting just before you're going to write your final exam. So you haven't survived. You overcame COVID and all the ramifications thereof. There's two things that they say in the psychological sphere. You get post-traumatic stress, especially those guys who went to Vietnam and that type of thing. So they're still struggling when they grow old, they're still struggling with dealing with what had happened in Vietnam. The same with South African context as well. And they get post-traumatic growth. It boils down to the same thing. One person can go through a traumatic experience and fall apart, doesn't grow, actually his whole being recedes. And then you get other guys They go through a certain thing, and then they just explode. Blah. How many times have you listened to motivational speakers who had gone through, say for instance, a rape incident? Came out stronger on the other side because now they can talk to other ladies and other groups of women who had gone through the same thing. Came out much stronger. I went through certain things in my life, and then while you're in that situation, you say, why? Wat het ek nou verkeerd gedoen? Hoekom het ek nou al hierdie gemors gehad? But when you go through it, and when you've overcome it, and you look back, then you see, yes, there was a reason for that, because I'm so much stronger. Anything can happen, I can deal with it. Because I've been made strong throughout the process of the challenge, the barrier, or the trauma. Right. So especially you guys, that's why I say I'm so excited about you guys. You've been through COVID, or we're still in COVID, but it seems like the whole virus is moving away, depleting. Research has shown worldwide that there's certain things that stood out. Certain viewpoints have changed due to the barrier or the trauma of COVID. People look differently at what is out there and how I perceive things. And just quickly, there was a shift with regards to the spiritual and the emotional sphere. People said that suddenly there are more spiritual reflections, peace of mind. And I can recall the first 3 months of lockdown. I've never watched so many sermons and listened to preaching or whatever, and read my Bible and did some Bible study and self-reflection and that type of thing. Because suddenly our cages have been rocked. Ons fondasie is 'n bietjie geskit. And the most important thing that people realize, I need to go to my spiritual sphere. I need to attend to that, because I don't know what's lying ahead. On the spiritual emotional side as well, reorganizing our priorities in life. Skielik, ek bly in Gordons Bay by die see. Skielik waar ek een keer elke 2 weke by die see draai gaan maak, dan is dit 'n paar blokke van my af. Is ek my vrou elke aand daar. Skielik gaan ek meer weg as in die verlede. I used to sit at home, tired of the week. But I realized, listen, I don't know what the influence of COVID is going to be on my family and myself. So I grab each and every day. I get in my car and I drive around. I go have a breakfast somewhere. Just enjoy life at a different level than I used to. So prioriteit het geskuif, en dit is wat COVID veroorsaak het. Appreciation of life and death. And I want to ask, but many of us have been directly influenced by the passing of a family member or a dearest. Baie van ons. En skielik kom jy agter, the vanity of life, how easily you're here today and tomorrow you're not longer here, no longer here. So mense het besef, luister, dit raak 'n realiteit. Many of us have spoken about, oh, COVID is not for me. Listen, this guy overseas, he died of COVID. And then you hear, listen, my neighbor down the road, his husband died of COVID. And then you hear, somebody in my family died of COVID. So dat skielik het jy belangrik, die hele storie van lewe en dood in 'n ander perspektief gesien, dat die realiteit begin raak. A new popular culture and humor occurred. Mense skielik besef, as jy op Facebook gaan kyk en hierdie goedjies, en dit is nie dat mense lighartig oor COVID gaan nie, maar mense doen goed om mense te laat lag geslag. There are so many jokes, not about COVID, other stuff, that I receive on a daily basis over social media, just to uplift the spirit for a change. Want ons sit in hierdie COVID ding, en dit impakteer ons negatief, en ons sukkel om deur te kom, met al die ander barriers ook nog steeds. So, daar's 'n ander sin van humor. Ek dink die humor begin eintlik beter raak eintlik, as ek dit nou kan aflei. Right, and then the second and most important thing is family. They realized that solving family problems collectively. Suddenly, mommy and daddy sits around a table with their kids or whatever, and they discuss, listen, how are we going to get through this now? Maar nou moet ma en pa in dieselfde huis bly. Can be good or can be bad. Now they need to be with each other. It's easy to say to my wife goodbye in the mornings, and I see her this afternoon 6 o'clock, and I have my dinner and I watch a little of TV and I go sleep. Tomorrow in my car, half past 5, come to school, scenario over and over. And suddenly, I need to face my wife every day. For some people it can be good, for others it can't. It's not so good. And suddenly relationships become stronger. Want ons spandeer nou meer tyd met mekaar. Die familie het belangrik geraak. I'm always concerned about my sister that lives in Hermanus. Is she fine? Is the family fine? So the family concept has been actually founded now much sternly as in the past. Cohesion amongst family members. Ons stry en beklei nie meer nie. Ons is te bang mekaar seer te maak, want ons weet nie wat gaan COVID se impak wees nie. And actually my family is exactly, it's the truth. And you can sit and reflect for yourselves. En dan is daar 'n belangrike ding wat gegaan oor die gemeenskap, die ouens rondom jou. There's a feeling of social destiny and unity. Suddenly, the word racism has disappeared. Because everybody's in the same boat now. Whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're Chinese or whatever, everybody's been affected by COVID. And COVID has shown how many communities have come together as a unity, irrespective of what you are. There's awareness of the importance of personal and public. Mense raak nou bekommerd oor hul omgewing en al die goedjies. En ons neem mekaar in ag, ons dra ons masker, ons ent ons almal in al die goedjies. There's an enhanced sense of community contact. Almal kan nie wag dat die kunstefees weer moet begin nie. We just want to go to a stadium where we can sit and watch a rugby game for a change. Or go to the movies, om net weer part and parcel van die community te wees. Equality with all infected society members, what I would say is, everybody is equal now. COVID didn't oversee the poor, didn't oversee the rich. Everybody was impacted. And there's a sense of caring is the fourth most important thing that they picked up. There's attention to a friend's well-being, not only your own, but a friend. Waarom gaan met my pa aan die ander kant? Is hy alright? Waarom gaan met sy ma en sy pa? Waarom hy as COVID gehad het, of hy siek voel, of sy ma en pa daar siek voel? Ou begin 'n bietjie meer kyk as net jouself. Learning to take care of the body. Ek het daai 3 maande meer op my fiets in my motorhuis gery as ek op die pad gery het. Maar ek besef, luister, this thing is attacking the respiratory system, the heart, the lungs, and so forth, so I'd rather keep myself fit. Don't go out and run around in the cold, rather stay in-house, eat right, exercise. Skielik het dit belangrik geraak. We care more for that than in the past. A passion for the sick and the poor. Skielik dink die mense aan die ou tannie Brandie in die ou huis wat so vulnerable is, né? Voordat ons vir hulle kos gee, ons wil hulle gaan help. Mense wat arm is, ons moet vir hulle versorg anders gaan hulle siek raak van die COVID virus. En dan het 'n impak gehad oor die waardes, values. Affirmation of the value of tolerance and forgiveness. Ons beklei nie meer so nie. As ek Boris baie afry slaan ek hierso op die N2 waar ek Kalitjes se aansluiting plaasvind op die R300 in die verlede het ek sulke woorde gesê en ek het op my hoeter gelê. Nou sê ek, kom verby. I've become tolerant because we're in the same boat. With a taxi driver, I'm a school principal, we get affected by COVID at the same level. So I don't, die tyd van beklei en raas is verby. We don't do that anymore. Life is too short. There's investment in environmental hygiene. Oral is alles net skoon. In jou huis was maar 3 keer, 4 keer, 5 keer 'n dag die wasbakkie uit. As jy restaurant toe gaan sanitize en sit weg van mekaar af en alles word gedisinfect. Skielik is skoon en netheid is prioriteit. En dan natuurlik op educational sphere, I'm not going to go into it, but there was a stimulation for the online study, en as jy interaction of in online education, gaan alles oor die online situasie. Nou dit is wat research gewys het. Those are the main things that the researchers have shown that actually has changed in priority of importance. Eerst is jou geestelik, was die meeste, skielik het mense, those who did not have a belief system, suddenly have a belief system. Ons familie raak vir ons belangrik. Die gemeenskap is vir ons belangrik. Ons gee om vir onsself en vir ander mense. Ons waardes word meer gefundeer en word sterker vasgemaak. En dan die onderwys het heeltemal verander. And that's why when I come to the next slide, is through this challenge that we've gone through, and you've gone through, I think if you can sit there, you'll say, but that it is so. My family is very important now. Spiritually, I'm hopefully at a different level. Values have become important. My friends have become important. The community, you look at a different level at all these entities. So you actually is not a little kitten anymore. The challenge of COVID, the trauma that goes with it, has actually evolved you into a lion. Nothing can stop you. You've been through the mill. You're tough, you're resilient. Otherwise you wouldn't have sat here this morning. Right. En dit is waar Suid-Afrika nou kom en sê, weet jy wat? I want this generation. I will make the presumption that you will be a different generation than generation Y and Z. I don't know wat kom na Z nie, maar you're a different generation. Because generation Y and Z are die selfregverdiges. Right. They're the learned bunch. They're youngsters, 28 years, 30 years old. And they want to tell everybody what to do and how to do it. It's a generation that do not want to adapt. It's my way or no way. It's a generation that challenges the school's conduct. It's a generation that contravenes what the teacher does in the classroom. The child is always right, the teacher is wrong. That self-empowerment, ek is net altyd die ou. You're not that generation. Thank goodness. You're the guys that look differently at the whole scenario of life. You're the guy that will say, listen, thank goodness for a wonderful teacher in the classroom and I will support you. You're the guy that goes into the office where there's diversity and you embrace it. Because here we do the same job, we get equal pay. You are just as important as I am. And that's what die mense wil hê. It's a resilient generation, and those are the guys that are sitting in front of me now. Why would I like to be involved and engage with such a person? Because you are much stronger at relationships. Because that's what the trauma of COVID have taught us. As ek 'n pel het, is dit 'n pel. As wat ek die telefoon gaan optel en sê, luister, weet jy, gesels met my, gaan dit hierdie moeilike tyd in my lewe. That's what COVID has taught us. That you will be a wonderful friend. Want jy besef en ek besef, dat vriendskap kom nie goedkoop nie. Lewe is so kort. So verhoudings is julle baie sterker, die studie het vir ons gewys. The awareness of new possibilities. Kyk wat COVID gedoen skielik, is daar besighede wat gevou het, maar ander besighede het ontplof. Want is nou die delivery services online orders. Gaan nie meer sommer winkel toe nie, vra vir checkers, bring vir my, dankie, bring my voordeur. Alles nuwe opportunities wat gebeur. Op die IT-wêreld, soveel meer goed opgegaan. En julle is die generasie wat blootgestel word aan hierdie goedjies, en julle is die generasie wat deur middel van hierdie trauma wat ons deurgegaan het, met die nuwe idees gaan kom. And that's why I'm so excited about everything. There's increased personal strength. Julle gaan lê nie sommer nie. Jy gaan so 3-4 jaar van nou af, gaan jy sê, so weet jy, daai ou skoolhoofie wat met my gepraat het by ons Matriektee, wragtig waar. Ek het nie, I'm as tough as nails. I did not budge. I did my thing. I overcame everything. I got to the top. I've achieved my goals. But ek het 'n inherent personal strength wat hierdie trauma vir ons gebring het. En vir jou gebring het. And there is a spiritual enhancement. Ons sien 'n bietjie anders na die dingetjies rondom ons. Daar's 'n groter waardering vir my as ek in my kar klim in die oggende. En ek sit my ligte aan in die donkerte van die nag. En ek kom aangery en ek sien die dag breek en ek sien die communities. En ek sien my mede-Suid-Afrikaanse burgers rondom my. Nee? Want ek sien 'n bietjie anders na die goed. Ek is liewer vir my vrou as ek was. Ek mis my kind in Singapore meer as ek al gemis het in die verlede. Want trauma het my geleer, luister, seker goed is nou vir my belangriker as die kar waarin ek ry, of die huis waarin ek bly, of die titel wat ek dra. Those are things that has no value at all. You can ride the fanciest BMW, doesn't make no impression on nobody anymore. In the olden days, yes, I was a car. All they wanted was, you know that person in the car. What a beautiful person. What a great friend. Not about where you live. I don't visit certain people because they're not in my class. You go visit whether they're poor or rich. Vriendskapbande is lekker gebou. And then the greater appreciation for life. When you get my age, and you go to the dentist, they don't fix or fill your teeth up anymore, they crown the things now. At later stage, they have to pull it to get dentures. You can't run so fast anymore because there's an ache and a pain here. I had 4 shoulder operations already, and it's still not right. But still, I have a pain here, but thank you. I live. I have an arm. I can still do stuff. So die waardering vir lewe is die grootste ding wat ontplof het. En saam met lewe het jy nie meer tyd vir nonsens en besigagtighede nie. Time is very short. So thank you. You're just your generation. And don't drop your generation. You as a generation, you will show other people what is real relationship, what is real friendship. We don't give up. And just per se, I do and pray that with regards to relationships, that your marriages will keep someday. That it will not become a statistic like 2/3 of our country, of our learners in our schools, are single parents. Dat jy commit, en jy hou by jou commitment, want die trauma het vir jou geleer om great relationships te hê. Dankie vir dit. Dankie die maatskappy wat jy gaan werk, of as jy die onderwys gaan of wat ook al, en jy begin by die nuwe entiteit werk, you will be the person with the new ideas and the new energy. En die vasbyt. En vir ons wys, luister, ons kan met nuwe voorstelle kom, new possibilities, but we can see it through as well. Dankie dat jy sterk gemaak is, of toegelaat dat hierdie jou sterk maak, trauma maak hom nie sterk. En dat jy 'n waardering vir die lewe gaan hê, nie net vir jou lewe nie, maar vir die lewe van die ou langs jou. Dat jy hier uitgaan, en ook sal besef, luister, daai ma en pa wat vir my gegee is, so kosbaar. Daar's baie wat hulle pa en ma's nie meer het vandag nie. Daai boetie, daai sussie, daai neefie, daai niggie, my buurman, die ou in 'n ander omgewing. Dankie dat ons hierdie land kan wees en saam gaan werk. Right, so I think you're a very fortunate generation because you've been well established with regards to your germination period of your values and what you stand for. But you've been molded, jy het hierdie smeltkroes met hierdie kou wat ons deurgegaan het. You've adapted to certain challenges. You had to change your way of thinking and your way of doing. And that actually prepared you for the new South Africa. There needs to come new ideas, new management, new governance to make this continent one of the best in the world. En julle gaan dit doen. So van my perspektief is dat jy 'n baie beter toegeruste generasie as die voor jou. Because you know what hardship is. You know what sadness is and pain is. But you know how to overcome it as well. So mag jy jou exams overcome, of die meeste van hulle net survive, dit deurgekom. Maar mag jy in jou toekomstige pogings en toekomstige lewe, mag jy net sukses belewe. En as jy nie sukses belewe nie, I'm not talking about money and that time, if you don't experience success, then it's actually uncomprehendable because you've been made hard as nails and you should achieve any goal that you set for yourself. So baie dankie van my kant af, sterkte met die eksamen. Dit was vir ons 'n voorreg om regtig vir julle by hierdie skool te hê. Is lekker om julle terug te hê. Ek sê dit vir my sekretaresse, it's the most rowdy bunch we've had with all the Matriektee in the past. Hulle raas. Hulle is happy om mekaar te sien. En dis uitvloei van gaan ek my maatjies sien, want COVID het van ons al hele beïnvloed al. Lekker om as 'n groep lekker by mekaar te kan sien. Baie dankie wat julle beteken vir julle skole in die hoërskool. Die universiteite wat jy gaan kry, gaan baie gelukkig wees. Die land wat jy gaan kry as jy oorsee vlug, gaan baie gelukkig wees. Suid-Afrika gaan baie gelukkig wees as jy bly en 'n verandering maak. Good to see you guys. All the best for the exams and your future endeavors. En moet Panorama nooit vergeet nie. Baie dankie.
Ek wil vra dat Eldenay Steenberg, Ryan Elwich en Janay Venter gou asseblief vir my vorentoe kom. Hulle wil ook vir julle 'n boodskap gee. So as julle gou kan vorentoe kom, sal ek dit waardeer. Hamilton is ongelukkig hier nie, so ons gaan so 'n kort videoetjie wys van hom as hulle klaar is. Dan gaan Eldenay begin, dan Ryan, dan Janay en dan gaan ons vir Hamilton se video wys.
Ja, asseblief. Ja, ek dink is fyn, so dankie. Okay, ek het nie gedink ek gaan hierdie woorde ooit weer sê nie, maar goeiemôre Panorama. Dit word gesê dat om so elke nou en dan te sit en kuier met nostalgie is goed vir die siel. En toe ek so 'n bietjie deur my graad 7 jaarboek blaai vir inspirasie, het dit regtig waar vir my 'n waarheid geword. En natuurlik het die dinge wat ons saam gedoen het as 'n groep en as 'n graad vir my die meeste uitgestaan. Die kampe, sportstoere, die orftoer, graad 7 afskeid, al daai dinge. Maar by verre my duidelikste herinnering is die dag toe ons almal moes stem vir leiers en prefekte. En ek onthou hoe opgewonde, maar ook senuweeagtig ons almal was, want dit was ons eerste voorreg om as seniors 'n indruk te maak en om ons nalatenskap te bou vir die skool. En daardie gretigheid spook by my, want dit het dan aan my bewys dat almal van ons 'n behoefte het om 'n impak te maak. En om die hulpbronne en die gereedskap wat Panorama vir ons gegee het reg te gebruik. So ek wil julle uitdaag om hierdie gevoel en inisiatief te behou, wat ek daardie dag by ons as 'n groep aangevoel het. Nou ons hoor daagliks dat ons seëninge as vanselfsprekend aanvaar, maar hierdie byeenkoms moet ons herinner dat die voorreg van 'n fantastiese fondasie regtig gekoester moet word. En dit lei my nou aan my versoek na die huidige leerders van Panorama. Bou julle fondasie sterk en lê julle grondwerk reg uit, want van daar af is dit dan net voorwaarts en opwaarts. En die mense wat hier voor my sit vandag is 'n bewys daarvan, want ek weet hulle het al en gaan nog uitmuntende prestasies bereik. En dit maak my baie opgewonde vir die toekoms en ook ongelooflik trots om te sê dat ek het in 2016 of saam met die klas van 2016 by Panorama Laerskool gegradueer. Baie dankie.
Good morning, all. It's been such a long time since I've been up on stage, and when I walked through the doors this morning, all the memories came flooding in, and I think we can all agree that primary school was some of the best years of our lives. And it felt like yesterday, and fast forward to 5 years later, and here we are, about to finish high school and start a new chapter in our lives. We were all excited for high school, but when we left, we just wanted to come back. Panorama, having a high school would have helped. I'm going to make things easier for you guys. And let me just give you a few tips on how to win in life. Number 1, work hard. 2, complain less. 3, listen more. 4, try, learn, and grow. 5, don't let people tell you it can't be done. And 6, make no excuses. I wish you guys all the best of luck for the finals and for your future plans. And a journey awaits us, one that entails challenges, new relationships, opportunities, and growth. I'll leave you with these 3 things. The past cannot be changed, forgotten, edited, or erased. It can only be accepted. However, the future is yet in your power. Number 2, you can't fail if you don't quit, and you can't succeed if you don't start. Dreams without goals are just dreams. Take action, despite not having all the answers. And lastly, opinions don't define your reality. At the end of the day, people will let you down and label you as something you're not. It is all to make themselves feel better. It's about them, not you. Your final year of high school is coming to an end. Despite all the challenges, long hours of studying, and having to wear masks, make the most of the time you have left, because once it's gone, you can never get it back. And no matter how much you hate school, you'll always miss it when you leave. Thank you.
Julle moet maar verskoon, ek gaan my toespraak so Engels en Afrikaans kap, maar ek was dus lanklaas baie Engels gevra, so julle moet maar verskoon. So die juffrou het vir my gesê dat ek vandag 'n praatjie moes gee. En ek eerlikwaar nie geweet wat om te sê nie. Ek meen soos, wat sê jy vir 'n groep mense wat van ons al 12 van julle al 12 jaar saamkom? Maar toe ek kom toe op 'n gedig af wat ek vir julle gaan lees. So die gedigsnaam is A Life's Journey. En dit gaan so, dit sê, as we journey through our lives, we all take separate paths. Sometimes they are filled with sorrows, and other times filled with laughs. There's no exact destination, we just follow where it goes. We travel until our journey ends, when that is, no one knows. We all make big decisions as to different roads we'll take. We all learn from our accomplishments and mistakes that we will make. What will lie ahead for us? No one can make that call, but we all need someone with us to pick us up after we fall. In our lives, our path will cross. We won't always be alone. We have seen what's behind us, but our future remains unknown. Die skoolgedeelte van ons lewensreis is op 'n einde. Meeste van ons paaie gaan volgende jaar finaal skei, maar ons almal sal altyd een ding in gemeen hê. Panorama het help aan ons vorm. From inter-schools to school concerts, hockey practices at Edgemeet, netball with Miss Brandt, breaks filled with laughs and math tests filled with tears, some things never change. To a certain degree, the school has had an impact on us all. For that, we can only be grateful. So as we set out on the next path of our life's journey, don't forget where you came from and the friends that you have made. You can't put a price on the friendships that so many of us have built over the years. Panorama, jy tap skaaf en skuur aan die persoon wat ek vandag is. So vir die laaste keer, dankie.
morning or good afternoon. Mr. Mostert, fantastic grade 7s and the Matric 1. What a privilege to be able to talk to you today. Obviously, I could, and when I will already be competing in my nationals in 2 weeks. I'm very disappointed that I was all my dance happened last night, but a toy for organizing for you on first of all, thank you. Matrix, we made it. Back in the place where we pushed go-karts in circles and had 2 hours to write a 100-word essay. For the grade 7s in the room here today, that's hilarious because now we get 3 hours to write a 402 200-word essays. Okay, so yes, we still have our finals to write, but we've done it. 12 years of school later, and I'm sure all of us are thankful for what this institution has given us. I am very grateful for the solid foundation Panorama has provided and all the friends I've made along the way. And most importantly, Camel Maths. So to the younger seniors in the room today, congratulations. I hope you're all very excited for high school and all the new challenges it brings. High school is very different. You never have to write another spelling Olympiad ever again, but the homework quantities drastically increase. Most of the boys' voices, if not already, will drop like rocks. And all of you will change tremendously over the next 5 years. Trust me, you will be astonished by your developments as a person and all the goals you will achieve in the next 5 years. I wish you all good luck and hope that you have a blast in high school, but never forget to have fun, because time flies. Matrix. The big tree is gone, but we have an Astro now. The days of grass hockey and wooden sticks are no more. Panorama now has a YouTube channel, and Mr. Fenter has definitely not lost his dance moves. The school has a mascot, and all of us have embarrassing ID photos. So much has changed around us, yet I believe that nothing has changed amongst us. I wish to give you all a big virtual hug and hope that you all enjoy your last day back at school. Hope to see you all again soon.
Yeah, Hamilton hasn't changed much. Still a funny guy. And on that wonderful note, thank you to all the head leaders and deputy head leaders of 2016. Let's go back in time a little bit and go see what you were up to in grade 7.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when off from my city, off from we're flying up no ceilings down. At sunshine. Got that beat, but in my itch. I can't take my eyes off myself phenomenally. Come on, lock it. Already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. it. Got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it. Moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it. So don't stop, stop, stop. Under the lights when everything goes. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move where you already know. So just imagine, just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance.
Crashing, hit a wall. Right now, I need a miracle. Hurry up now, I need a miracle. Stranded, reaching out. I call your name, but you're not around. I say your name, but you're not around. I need ya, I need ya, I need you right now. Yeah, I need you right now. So don't let me, don't let me, don't let me down. I think I'm losing my mind now. It's in my head, darling. I hope that you'll be here when I need you the most. So don't let me, don't let me, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, down, down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, down, down. Running out of time. I really thought you were on my side, but now there's nobody by my side. I need ya, I need ya, I need you right now. Yeah, I need you right now. So don't let me, don't let me, don't let me down. I think I'm losing my mind now. It's in my head, darling. I hope that you'll be here when I need you the most. So don't let me, don't let me, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, down, down.
All the girls on the block knocking at my door. Wanna know what it is, make the boys want more. Is your lover playing on your side? Said he loves you, but he ain't got time. Here's the answer, come and get it, and a knockdown prize. Full of honey, just to make him sweet. Still ballin', just to help him see what he's been missing. So come and get it while you still got time. Get your boy on his knees and repeat after me. Say, take a sip of my secret potion. I'll make you fall in love. For a spell that can't be broken, one drop should be enough. Boy, you belong to me. I got the recipe and it's called black magic. It's called black magic. Take a sip from a secret potion. One taste and you'll be mine. It's a spell that can't be broken. It'll keep you up all night. Boy, you belong to me. I got the recipe and it's called black magic. It's called black magic. picture perfect memories scattered all around the floor. Reaching for the phone 'cause I can't fight it anymore. And I wonder if I ever cross your mind. For me it happens all the time. It's a quarter after one, I'm all alone and I need you now. Said I wouldn't call but I lost all control and I need you now. And I don't know how I can do without. I just need you now. You're mine. For me it happens all the time. It's a
Dit is altyd lekker om so terug te kyk op die foto's en te sien hoe julle verander het. Van julle het baie verander. Ander se gesiggies lyk nog dieselfde. Kom ons kyk gou net so vinnig voor ons afsluit en klaarmaak. Is daar van julle wat hoofleiers, ek weet daar is, wat hoofleiers huidiglik by hulle skole is, onderhoofseun of hoofseun of onderhoofdogter staan gou vir ons as jy is asseblief. Any head boys, deputies? Sy, kom ons gee vir hulle lekker hande klap. So trots op julle. Is daar ander van julle wat op die leerderaad is by julle betrokke hoërskool? Staan vir ons asseblief. As jy op die leerderaad is, if you're on the student council somewhere, fantastic. I'm sure there's more, some of you are shy now. Well done, very proud of you guys as well. Any of you guys, academic colors or academic badges in your high schools? Any one of you? Ereklere vir sy. Baie mooi, well done. Enige iemand wat dalk 'n balkie of kleure of enige so iets vir kultuur gekry het, the Culture Awards, any of you? Baie mooi, baie geluk julle. Is lekker om te sien. Any of the girls and boys, first teams for your high schools here? Played first team sport for your high schools? Some of you, a couple of you are standing all the time. Well done, that's fantastic news. Well done, guys. And then anyone here with provincial colors this year in any sport or anything? Well done, that is excellent. Well done, guys and girls. And then last but not least, is there any of you that received SA colors this year for any sport or anything? Fantastic. That is excellent. Well done, guys. We are really, really proud of you guys. Right. Ek gaan vra dat juffrou De Tooy gou na my toe kom. Nou, voor ek vir juffrou De Tooy die mic 3 meter laat sak, wil ek hom net eerstens, dis juffrou De Tooy se laaste matriektee, en juffrou De Tooy is nou so in daai pylvak waar julle klaar is met matriek, maak sy haar onderwysloopbaan hierdie jaar klaar. Nou, omtrent almal van julle het een of ander tyd iets met haar te doen gehad. Ons weet dat sy 'n absolute amazing onderwyseres is. Sy's 'n reuse voorbeeld vir jong onderwysers en vir kinders in hierdie skool. Juffrou De Tooy het, ek weet hulle sê altyd dat as mense weggaan, dan sê die persoon wat weggaan, ag, hulle gaan my maklik vervang. Ek dink nie dit is heeltemal waar in juffrou se geval nie. Juffrou is van onskatbare waarde in hierdie skool en in kinders se lewens en vir my persoonlik ook. Ons is bitter lief vir juffrou. Dankie vir die mooi dag. Dankie vir alles wat juffrou vir ons doen. Dankie dat ons elke keer weet dit gaan vlot verloop. Ons het nooit worries hieroor. Al het juffrou gister so 'n bietjie bekommerd geweest. Regtig baie dankie vir alles wat juffrou doen in kinders se lewens. Dit hulle sê altyd ons skatte is hier op aarde nie. Ons sal dit later in ons, as ons die ewige gaan, dan sal ons al ons skatte kry en ek dink juffrou se skatkis is vol daarbo. So baie dankie vir alles wat juffrou vir ons doen.
amper haal ek nou die verkeerde ding af. Ek moet my masker afhaal en haal ek my bril af. Dan kan ek dalk nie sien nie. All the matrics of 2021, thank you that you all made an effort to attend this special event this morning. A morning like this won't be the same if you were not here. Baie dankie vir almal se vinnige terugvoer deur middel van e-posse hierdie jaar en WhatsApps. A special thanks to Eldenay, Janae, Ryan, Hamilton in his absence for your quick response at any time of day or night. Mooi wense vir julle vorentoe, gryp elke geleentheid aan en maak die beste daarvan. Don't ever forget the roots of your success and always be thankful to those who helped you along your journey in life. Sterkte ook met julle eksamen en mag julle pykuitslae behaal. Meneer Mostert vir die boodskap, dis altyd goed om na u te luister and I hope all of you will cherish something about today for the years to come. Boodskappe deur Eldenay, Janae, Ryan en Hamilton, dit was special. Dankie vir elkeen van julle se moeite wat julle daarmee gedoen het. En dankie aan al die graad 7's vir hulle goeie gedrag in die klaskamers. Ek is baie jammer dat julle nie vanjaar dit kon bywoon nie. COVID het so baie goed verander. We are proud of all of you. Dankie aan meneer Mostert wat in 2015 aan my die geleentheid gegee het om die eerste Matriektee aan te bied. Hy was daai dag toe ek gevra het, so bietjie skepties en hy het 'n bietjie onseker. Hy het vir my gesê, maar ons kan dit maar doen as ek dit wil doen en dan sal ons daarna weer daarna kyk en besluit of ons daarmee aangaan. Na daai eerste Matriektee het hy na my toe gekom en vir my gesê, dit het nou gekom om te bly. Dit was wonderlike woorde. Tog sou ek dit nooit sonder my kollegas se hulp en ondersteuning kon doen nie. Dankie aan elke personeellid wat altyd deel van my span uitgemaak het. Selfs ook diegene wat net 'n bemoedigende woordjie gespreek het. Ek wil en gaan nie een uitsonder nie, maar glo my, dis onmoontlik om so iets alleen te doen. Dankie dat elkeen van julle my altyd my hande gesterk het. Dankie dat julle altyd wonderlik is en was en ek waardeer elkeen van julle ongelooflik baie. Ek weet ook dat almal vir mevrou Jessica Johnson in die toekoms sal bystaan want sy is die een wat dit by my gaan oorneem. En die spesiale geleentheid en laat ons altyd haar sal help. En die personeel haar sal help om ook van die geleentheid elke jaar 'n spesiale geleentheid te maak en wat 'n hoogtepunt op ons skoolkalender is. En onthou, ons is altyd en bly altyd trots Panorama. Mag God altyd sy hand oor die wonderlike skool hou. En baie dankie ook net aan meneer Potgieter wat vandag die seremoniemeester was. Sonder jou sou ek dit ook nie kon doen nie. Baie dankie vir almal.
Baie dankie juffrou De Tooy vir hierdie wonderlike dag. Die laaste twee goedjies, ons gaan afsluit die laaste keer. Ek hoop julle kan hom onthou, gaan ons afsluit met Panorama Skool. En dan wil ek graag vra dat ons oorskuif na die klubhuis toe, na die sportsentrum toe. Daar sal koffie en tee wees en daar sal so 'n lunchbox wees vir jou om huis toe te vat. Dat jy daarom ietsie eet voor die groot leer begin. En van my kant af baie dankie dat julle almal hier was. Ek dink vir 'n laaste keer Panorama, kom ons staan en ons sing Panorama Skool. Reg, baie dankie. Ons kan dan nou uitbeweeg buitentoe vir die kultuursentrum vir koffie en tee.